What's going on, guys? We're going to talk about how to buy a tracking number, what the differences are between a static number and a number pool. So let's dive into it. So how you get here is you're going to go into your settings and then you're going to go to phone number. From in phone numbers, you're going to have two different tabs, either phone numbers or number pools. Now, what are the differences? There's going to be a static phone number. It's just a singular phone number. A number pool is multiple phone numbers grouped together. So static numbers are predominantly going to be used for like the main business, the primary phone number, or maybe you're sending text messages or something with that number. It could also be used for like yard signs, business cards, vehicle wraps, things of that nature. I guess technically you could use it for the website. You could also put it on Google My Business. And then if you're using multiple forms of advertising, for example, I don't know, Yelp, Google My Business, flyers, or door hangers, you would predominantly want to use a tracking number for each one, billboards, radios, so that way you know where these calls are coming from and are your advertising dollars actually being used correctly or are you making money? Now, a number pool is going to be more so to do the same thing, but digitally. So, for example, if traffic goes to a website, and the website has a number pool on it. It's a string of code that gets added to the website. And that number pool will typically have 4 or more phone numbers in the pool. So essentially, every time the page loads, the number may dynamically change. And what happens is it does that because it tracks how you actually got to that website or landing page or sales funnel. So if you went there organically, it might say something like, you came from Google, and then it'll say the keywords that you referenced in your search. Whereas like paid advertising, it's going to capture where you came from as a lead source. So Google, for example, if you're using a paid campaign, it's going to say the campaign name, the campaign ID. It's going to show what ad did they click, what keywords did they search for. So it gathers a lot more information. Plus, it also is relevant when you're using conversion tracking for Google Ads. So that's kind of everything in a nutshell. Anyways, if you want to buy a phone number, it's pretty simple, self-explanatory. You go to filter, put whatever area code that you want to work in the middle input box, change the match to the first part, click apply, and it's going to show you. When you find a number you want, click it, proceed to buy. Same thing with number pool. Marketing campaign is just going to give you one phone number versus the visitor's activity is going to give you at least 4. So you're going to click it, you go to track, it's going to ask you what do you want to track. So I usually will just always recommend using all visitors. You'll put the name of the number pool, how many numbers that you need. Typically 4 is fine. If you had somebody that had an extreme amount of calls happening in one day, then you would want to increase this number. Typically it would be like if you had more than 4 people calling at the same time, that's when you need to forward your calls to is whatever number you're forwarding them to. Swapping the number, this essentially means that if the phone number, 44112222 was on your website, that it's going to swap the number out for you with the code. So you don't have to manually go into the website and change anything. If it's the same number, you just keep this checked. If it's different, then put a different number in there. You'll click acknowledge and then choose the numbers. Now, once you actually buy the phone numbers, it's going to give you a string of code that will be added to the website. That's something I will touch base in another module.